Uh, Welcome everyone to IEEE Student Branch VIT Pune's YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss ethics, plagiarism, and use of AI tools in research, crucial areas in modern academic work. So I am Vansh Bhatt, the speaker of today, and this presentation is made by Vaibhav Pujari. So let's get into it. So let's start with this session. I aim to help you understand how you can conduct ethical research and avoid common pitfalls like plagiarism and leverage tools, especially AI, to make your research process more efficient and insightful. We also covered tips of publication conferences and things to be cautious about as a researcher, such as scams and publishing. So let's get into the first slide, which is introduction to research ethics. So research ethics are the backbone of any credible research process. They define the conduct researchers should follow when gathering, analyzing, and publishing data. So being ethical in real life is not that important. Okay, you don't have to be ethical in your real life, but being ethical in the research paper and journals, you have to be completely ethical, and you should maintain ethics there. So some of the key principles are honesty, integrity, and respect for intellectual property. Here intellectual property means work of someone else's. So uh, for instance, when reporting a result, it is crucial to be transparent, even if your findings aren't what you have expected. So you have to be always correct, and always have to be true to your work, and you do not have to fake it up for doing a good work. So this is the most important part. And for instance, I should tell you a very good and funny example, that you all know that one friend who is a liar, okay, who lies a lot, and we don't respect him in any way. So it is as same as that. So manipulating data to fit a hypothesis is not only unethical, but it also damages your reputation. So to maintain your work reputation, you have to be ethical all the time in your research paper, or always give credit when it's due, and respect confidentiality. If you are working with sensitive information, you have to be correct, and you have to give credit to all the people you are using the work. So let's get into the next slide, which is plagiarism awareness. So plagiarism is one of the most common ethical violation in the research, and it can happen both intentionally and unintentionally. Essentially, it's taking someone else's work or idea or presenting it as your own. So you all know that one meme that roll number 21 and 22 meme. So this is basically, the role number 21 is a smart guy who is writing everything, and the role number 22 is just completely bluntly copying him. So this one meme is the perfect reference for plagiarism. So as I said, there are different type of plagiarism. The main plagiarism type is copy pasting the text without attribution, and without paraphrasing, or without citing the source, or even recycling your previous work without proper citation. So these are the correct example of blunt plagiarism, which is wrong. So the consequences can range from academic penalties. So the academic penalties in our colleges, zero, I mean C grades in the DT, design thinking, and it can also damage your reputation as well. So always be vigilant, and when you are in doubt, you have to cite the source. So citing means you have to give the credit when you are using another's paragraph or sentence or word. When you are using someone else's words and sentences, you have to cite that thing, that you are using his words or her words, so that you can give proper the true thing. Okay, so it's better to oversight than accidentally plagiarizing. So you have to be cautious about plagiarism, and you have to cite the source. Okay, let's get into the next tool, which will help you to know about plagiarism more. So which is plagiarism detection tool. So before starting it, so does it mean that you have to authentically write all the papers without any references or any grammatical tool, I will first of all say yes, you should make this. You should make the paper like this. But to help you, luckily you have several tools available today to help ensure your work is free from plagiarism. So, okay, so these four written tools are the most popular tools. Starting with the Turnitin, which is basically used in academic institution. Our institute also use this, which is authenticate in library. I will come in this in the next slide. Okay, so starting with Grammarly. So you all must know Grammarly. It is a very famous tool for grammar checking, and its ad are also that famous. You have seen the ads in YouTube. Okay, so yes, so Grammarly is the tool for grammar checking and plagiarism checking also. So, but basically, the major use of Grammarly is in grammar checking and to write the research paper in a very efficient way. So I will get into the implementation of Grammarly. I will show you by going into the page I have written. So Grammarly basically is an extension you have to download. You just have to write Grammarly. You go into that website and you will install Grammarly, and it will get into the extension page of your Chrome. Okay. So whenever you write anything in the Google Doc or in any page which is in Google Chrome, or any page which is linked with Google Chrome, you just have to write, and you can see that using Grammarly, this is Grammarly. Okay, so it will show you all the errors, and the basically starting with the blue line is for a long sentence. If you have written a long sentence which is not necessary, so you can change it, and Grammarly will show you the blue line for it. So let's make it correct. So it is saying that you should not use some type of, directly use this. So it will correct the sentence by removing the overwritten line. Okay. Also, it will check all the grammatical mistake, including comma, wrong prepositions, wrong conjunctions, and all the sentence errors that you do. So first of all, starting with this, for instance, it is a comma error. You haven't used the comma here, so that's why it is putting that red line. Also, this green line means you can use a better word rather than this. Rather than multiple, you can use various or numerous, because it will quantify the word. Multiple is a very simple word, so it will give you a better word, and it will show you green line, and it will just tell you various work. Okay, so also you should not use like here, because like is in we just generally say it, so it is clearing it out, and there are all the mistakes that we are doing in this. And like you can see, the comma is not necessary, and all the yellow lines are not errors, but it can be improved in an even better way by using Grammarly Pro. If you want, you can install Grammarly Pro. It is not required, because it is very good. Grammarly is very good as it is, so you don't have to buy it. Okay, now let's get into the third thing, which is Qtext. It is a simple online plagiarism checker. So uh, this is the major question, right? How to check plagiarism? So by Qtext, or by one more tool, which is this online plagiarism detector. So you can use both, the Qtext one and this one also, because this one gives 100,000 words. So I am using this one. So this is my written sentence. I have written this complete statement, which is of 991 words, and it is completely detecting the plagiarized things. It is showing how much it is unique and how much it is plagiarized. So it is 57% unique. So you have written 57% part correctly, and all the incorrect part is highlighted with the red line. Okay, and it is also giving you the source of plagiarism. The 2% source is from this website, and the major part of the plagiarism is from this intellipet.com website. So it directly helps you with that. Also, it gives AI detector. When you will go into the AI detector, you copy the same text. You don't even have to do that. You just go into the AI detector, and it will identify by just I am not a robot and detecting AI content. It will take some time. That's why I am showing you the whole process. Yes, it is showing it is 100% human written. So yes, basically you can check both the things, the AI detection and plagiarism, using this Qtest, Qtest, and also this plagiarism detector tool. So let's come into the slide. The next tool is cross-ref similarity check. This is basically for serious research paper checking, and you should not use this tool regularly. But when you need to write a very compact research paper, you should use this, and it will help you to recheck what you have written using AI tools. So this is a very good technology as well. Because limited time, I will not show you this implementation. Let's get into the next slide. As I mentioned earlier, this is about library system for research integrity. So, how our college help in library? How our college library helps you in the research integrity? So, first of all, in our library, there is the access of databases like JSTOR and IEEE Explore. We have the premium version of IEEE Explore so that you can research about every research paper you want, which is in IEEE Index. I will come into IEEE Index later in the video. So uh, basically, the one thing which is even more important here is the library mail system. There is a machine in library, basically a basically a PC in library, which you can use and which is used to verify the research paper's integrity by checking plagiarism and AI, which is a Turnitin tool, which we have discussed earlier. It is a verified Turnitin tool, which is Authenticate. Authenticate plagiarism checker is in our library. You can use it for checking the AI detection and the plagiarism checker as well. It is one of the best thing the library is giving us. So you should use this while working on your research paper. Also, about avoiding scam, you have to be cautious that you have to be you have to write the research paper in a very perfect way of the given index, and also you have to find a very good journal and conference to publish your research paper. I will get into it in the next slide. And also verify the legitimacy of your journal before submitting. So yes, you have to go to the library and you should check the plagiarism and the AI so that the legitimacy is confirmed and you can publish your journal or research paper, and you can verify it before submitting. So this is the use of our library system. Let's get into the next slide, which is tips to avoid scam. Okay, so basically, here I will tell you about how you should avoid scams. So first of all, you should know that as the rise of academic publishing is happening, there is also increase in the predatory journals. Predatory journals means fraud journals, you can say. These journals are that journals which are solicite publish submission, which have solicite publication, but do not offer proper peer review, and they often charge high fees and promise quick publication, which is completely a red flag. So all the girls watching, yes, you two girls, that this is also a red flag that you should not publish your paper in a good journal, in a very bad journal, which is the false one. So you have to find a legitimate journal, and you have to publish it on there. So you can check it by using the directory of open access journal, which is DOAJ, and also in the Scopus website you can check it and verify your journal, and check the verification of your journal in that. So this is the way that you can avoid from scams, and you can register you can put your research paper in a official recognized journal. Okay, so let's get into the next slide, which is AI tool for research. As I have mentioned you earlier, that we are using AI tools also for research, but we have to I have to mention this, that you have to be ethical while using AI tools. So these four mentioned AI tools are one of the best to use while working, but you have to maintain the integrity. So you have to write the research paper by yourself. You can just use these AI tools for better writing purposes. So, starting with the Zeroto and Mendeley. So, these are for basically citation management. These give you perfect cite from where you are using the research paper, and the research paper you have reference to, so to make your research paper, it will give you the citation of this. Also, there is one more tool which is iris.ai, which is for literature review. Okay, so whenever you want to summarize your research paper, you can put it in the iris.ai, and it will help you to summarize massive amount of data. So while reviewing another's work, literature review means seeing another different work, which means you are the the research paper you are using to make your research paper. Okay, the basically which you are citing, so it will summarize it in a very good way. Okay, so iris.ai is one more feature, and the next is ChatGPT, which is the most famous and the most basic one. It is for idea generation and summary. It is basically a generative AI which will generate text for you, so that you can write in a very you can understand how you have to write. You cannot use completely ChatGPT, or rather any tools I have mentioned completely, because it will be detected in AI tools, but using ChatGPT will help you enhance your work. Okay, so I can show you one implementation of ChatGPT. So here I have downloaded ChatGPT, and I have given it a prompt that my research paper is about pneumonia detection using CNN algorithm, and I want to conclude this topic showing that the models show 92% accuracy and can be improved. Help me with this. Okay, so it will give you a conclusion that in this research paper we have used this and this, how you should improve the strategy. This is 92% accurate. These are the things that you should have to do to improve the accuracy of the model. These are the basic things, but when you copy it and check it on the plagiarism checker, I mean the AI detector, it will completely detect it that it is from AI. So I will show you this also. I am sorry, I should paste this, and I'm not a robot, detect AI content. Okay, so yeah, it is showing, I guess, 0% AI written. I guess it is not showing it in a very way, but it is AI written content. Okay, you should know that it is completely AI written. So yes, it is wrong. You cannot use ChatGPT directly. I guess there was some loading issue in this. That's why it has shown this. But yes, the ChatGPT is completely not perfect. It will show you that you have used AI content. In this, it is not showing. I guess it has some problems in it. But in the authenticate library file, you can just go and you can check it by yourself. It will completely show that it is AI detected. Okay, so the next is research rabbit, which is for finding the related works. Okay, so it will help you to find all the all the grammatical errors, and it will help you to manage complex research tasks in a more manageable way. Okay, so these are the four AI tools which you should use to enhance your work, not to copy your work. Okay, you cannot copy using this, it will not give a good result, but you can enhance your work using these AI tools. Let's get into the next page, which is research management tool. So, apart from AI tools, your project management is crucial in research. While you are working in a project, uh, you also have to make research paper in our college also. So, while working in a group, you have to completely work in a group, and you have to coordinate with yourself. So for research management tool, we have three tools, which is EndNote. You have heard about EndNote, which is a citation management tool. Basically we use it for handling large bibliography. Bibliography means citations only, and especially when it is a multi-author paper, you should use EndNote, so that you can store multiple data. And along with that, Trello or Notion. You also heard of Notion. Okay, so Notion is also a good tool to manage all the tasks, and you can add your deadlines. And while working in a team collaboration, especially in a research group, yeah, it will help you to greatly organize your task, and it will put deadline on your task also, because you have to work in multiple things in your first year. For example, your curriculum, your EDI project, your research paper as well as the extracurricular things you are doing. So you have to work in all four of them continuously. So it will give a deadline to your research paper, and it will also help you to make a research paper in a better way. Also, the third one, Scrivener, is also used for organizing and writing long format papers. Okay, so these four are basically famous research management tool which you can use for writing research paper while you are collaborating with all your four or six group mates while working. Okay, so this is the research management tool. Coming to the next slide, which is very important. Importance of proper citation. I have been saying this multiple times that you have to maintain proper citation. Okay, so basically citation is a reference to source of information, ideas or image used in work. Okay, so why do you have to cite everything? Because without citation your research would be perceived as unreliable. Yes, basically while you are working in anything you need a proper reference, so that you will say that you are working from this and you are creating the next thing from the previous existing one. Okay, so you have to give proper citation to the original reference you were using depending on your field. Basically our field is technical, or you can say engineering is our field. So we will have different citation styles. Citation style mean how to give credit in a better way. So many citation style are there. So for us, IEEE citation style is very required because it is the only style we use while making our engineering research paper. And if you are in social science, you will use APA, which is written in the common citation style. And there are other as well, like Chicago and MLA. Chicago is used while when you are using the complete reference of that citation. So let's get into the quick overview of majorly IEEE's and Scopus citation style and index framing. Okay, so before that, I will tell you about awareness of conferences. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, you have to be cautious while choosing the journal or conference you are going to publish. And first of all, while writing a research paper for a conference, to to get the certificate from all group members, you have to make sure every team member get recognized, and you have to mention all the names of all the group members in the research paper. Okay, also be sure to arrange for certificates for all contributors. Okay, everyone should get the certificate of this. Also, many colleges offers financial support for a successful Scopus indexing publication, and our college is one of them. So our institute offer us monetary incentives for a successful Scopus index publication. Okay, so if you have published in IEEE or Scopus, you will get a monetary incentive up to rupees 6,000 to 8,000. You have to contact your EDI guide while you are publishing your paper for getting all the correct information about the refund. And surely, if you are getting a successful Scopus index publication, you will get refund in some weeks or some months. Okay, so these small details can make big difference in making your hard work into a reward. And basically, you will get help in every aspect if you have successfully published your paper in Scopus Index. Okay, so let's get into the next slide, which is Scopus and IEEE publication tips. So first of all, you have to know that the refund you will get is by Scopus and IEEE publication. So how to ensure your paper is Scopus indexed? Okay, to ensure your paper is truly Scopus indexed, always verify it on Scopus website. Okay, whenever you made your research paper, just search Scopus indexing is a sign of credibility. By many authors mistakenly think that their paper is indexed when it is not. Okay, so simply go into the website of Scopus, use the author search feature, and by applying the filter of your name, or some people get ORCID. Okay, so you should just enter your name into the author section uh, of the website, and you should write your name so that you will find that the paper you have published is in Scopus index or not. Okay, so you will find the Scopus indexing through that. Also, coming into the IEEE Explore publication, you have to check the IEEE Explore website to check the conference and journal authenticity. You have to check that the legitimacy of the conference or the journal you are targeting is correct or not. These are trusted platforms that elevate the recognition of your work. Okay, so you have to be correct while working, and you have to use these two things, which are Scopus website and IEEE Explore website, to check the authenticity of your genuine Scopus indexed publication. Okay, let's get into the next slide, which is your paper Scopus indexed or not? So I will show you the step-by-step guide of this. I will just tell you this. You have to implement it by your own because of some time constraint. Okay. So first of all, you have to visit to the Scopus website. As you get into the Scopus website, use the author search. Okay, there will be the author search in the left side, in the left top of the website. You will click on it and you will apply the filter in your name. Basically, you don't have to use ORCID. You should just use your name, and also include screenshot while showing that you have published the Scopus index to your teachers and everyone, so that this it will be authentic. Okay, and for technical field, basically IEEE and Scopus indexes are famous. So just you have to do this. Always check the paper listening to verify the index status before submitting it for any institutional recognition. So for getting institutional recognition and the monetary refund, you have to show all these things, and you have to maintain that your Scopus indexed paper is on the official Scopus website. Okay, let's get into the next slide, which is resource for writing and publishing. Okay, so as I have mentioned earlier, for indexing verification, you should use scopus.com website. As I told you earlier, you have to search your name in the authors tab. You have to search your name or ORCID you will get after publishing the paper. And once you have done that, you will get the information that you have published it in Scopus format or not. Also, the IEEE Explore is basically for engineers and technical papers. You can go into IEEE Explore for finding multiple papers also, so that you can cite it and use it on your research paper, and you can give a very good reference of IEEE Explore. And now get into the most important part, which is Google Scholar. It is a free access tool for academic papers. It is a website of Google where you can go and you can check on any of the research paper you want to. So I can show you the direct implementation of Google Scholar. So it is a very good resource. So as I have gone here, this is Google Scholar. Coming back to this, you just have to search Google Scholar in the Google Chrome and just go into the Google Scholar page and ask for predictive machine maintenance system. Okay, so you will get all the reference paper. You can see this is the PDF of the reference paper. You can check out any of the website you want to go to check about all the details of your research paper. Like I am going into this. This is Springular Nature. So you can check all the abstract, introduction, keywords, and all the details of the paper here. And basically, you can get a very good reference. And also, while you are working, as I have mentioned multiple times in the video, that you have to cite this. So here you can just click on cite and use the Chicago version. I have told you that we are only using IEEE or the Chicago version for completely citing the reference paper. So just copy it and put this into your references, so that you can give proper citation to all the research paper you are using to study, or you can say the literature review. So this is a very helpful website, Google Scholar. You have to use it for proper citations and proper work management. Let's get again into the slide. So as I have told you about the Google Scholar, you can also check on the books of research paper. A book which I have mentioned is The Craft of Research for Structuring and Writing a Research Paper. It is a very good book. You should surely go and search about this book, and you should study this book as well. So the final research tips. To wrap it up, I will share some of my research experience that I have get from the faculty and teachers and all the seniors. So first of all, one of the most important thing is always double checking the source. Even if you have checked it once, you have to check that is the written thing is on a source, or on a research paper, because if you avoid citations, the research paper will be of low quality and it will be a non-credible material. So there is no use of your research paper if you haven't cited in a better way. So always double check your resource. And the second thing, which is one of the most important thing for you have to ensure team collaboration and communication. Everyone has to contribute in a good way, everyone have to work completely, and everyone have to share all the things that they have been working on. Then only your research paper will become good. You will give proper citation, you will give proper references, you will avoid plagiarism, you will avoid AI content. All the tasks will be very easier for you if you will ensure this step, if you will ensure the team collaboration. Next one is keeping track of your deadlines with project management tools. Yes, I have just mentioned it earlier as well. You should use project management tool to ensure your deadlines. Also, using AI tool ethically and complementing them with your manual research. I have told you again that AI tools should be used ethically, and you should not completely and blindly use and copy paste all the written things of the AI, because it will not show you that it's a human work. Okay, so. Uh, so now it's the Q&A time. If you have any questions regarding the research paper, you can tell me. So do you have? Okay. So can I have some questions here? Yes. This is the last session. Okay. So we have told you about everything you should do while working. Okay. So this is the last session. Just go on the reference file we have given you on the WhatsApp. You can check it, and you can now work it in a better way. Okay, so the resources are given on the official IEEE community, which we have made in on the WhatsApp. If you have registered in the IEEE community, you just can go into the research session 2024-25, and you can uh, check all the resources from there. Also, if you have any questions regarding any research paper publication and any problem, you can go into the WhatsApp community of research session. We have made a chat there, and you can just ask any question required. Uh, IEEE team is here for you, for helping you in all the sessions. So, and also in every paper publications, just ask us everything there, and you will be sorted. These are the information about uh, the resources. There any questions? Some of the popular questions can be, if you are not asking any questions, yes. So, can you tell how you reduce your plagiarism on your paper? So, for reducing plagiarism on the paper, you just have to, first of all, after writing everything, you have to first of all go and check it into the library, that is it plagiarized or not, because it can be accidental as well. Okay, so first of all, check your plagiarism in any of the software. After that, after you have done that, you can rewrite it again. You can check that is this written line is plagiarized or not by just using online plagiarism app or plagiarism checker, and you will be sorted. Okay. So work continuously, work properly, and give proper citations in your work so that you can reduce the plagiarism in your paper. Right now, if you have any issues, you can also take the help of library as well. Okay, the library's authenticate feature is very good. Is there any more questions? Uh, so the next question can be, how should you use ChatGPT for paper generation, and if can we use it for generating content for paper as well? So you should use ChatGPT for only getting an idea of what you want to write, because writing a lot is very difficult, because a research paper is majorly of 6 to 7 pages. So you have to think very much while writing everything down. So okay, you have to use ChatGPT for generating an idea. You will get an idea that you have to work in this way, so that you can use ChatGPT. Otherwise, you should not use ChatGPT for manually copying it from the written file, written thing. Okay, you should not use ChatGPT for copying pasting bluntly. You should use ChatGPT only for getting a good idea of what you want to write, and you have to always paraphrase it manually if you are using ChatGPT's text. Okay, you have to remember, you cannot use ChatGPT for making a research paper. It is completely unfair and unethical. One more question can be, explain the review process of conference. Okay, so you first have to make the research paper, check it on the library, that it is that the plagiarism is correct or not. Then you have to go into the publications, and you will go into the conferences site where you have to publish your research paper. You have to submit it using your mail by giving the reference of all the people you are working with. For example, if you are working with your EDI guide, you have to mention his name, his or her name, and you have to mention all the people who are working on your research paper. You have to submit it on the mail, and you have to give it to the research paper. If research paper conferences, if it is correct and the research paper conference is genuine and authentic, and your research paper is also authentic and non plagiarized and non AI written, you will get complete the result of publication, and your paper will be selected, and you will be selected on the conference. You have to sometimes show it there, or sometimes you don't have to show it. So it is basically based on the conference you are publishing on. So this is the way that you can review a research paper. So these are all the questions of today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for being there. And if any question you want to ask, you can come into the IEEE community and ask us anytime you want while working on your research paper. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.